Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 44 yards.
Pick up the 44 yards on the play. And the San Diego first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. The slot man in motion right. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. They'll fire deep, looking for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Up and good for Santoso. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. When you look at this defense, into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Done.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. The Falcons at 8-4 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield looks to throw. Lines up a gain of 4 to the 41. Mayfield going to switch things up here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Down to the 42, 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now Mayfield lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his...
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
3-0 after 1 on EA. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Lawrence to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
We can see offensive pass interference called on this play from time to time. The tight end's going to sell that he's going outside. Let the slot receiver come past, and then work himself back to the inside. Sure enough, he's left with some open space, and he picks up the first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And he's brought down. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Hey, Ryan.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead grows to 10-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it started out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's that?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now Lawrence on 1st down. That's caught. It's Flowers. Touchdown. Zay Flowers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bulls are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes our score 17-0.
Falcons, nothing.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Hey, alert 33. Done.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Baker changing the play at the line. Mayfield off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Real.
Mayfield. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Saquon Barkley, 36 yards. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 10.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Now this aired out deep for Reed. He's got it with the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 57 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
Alert, 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 alert. Done.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. So here's Shudak following the touchdown, back out to kick off. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A solid chunk there, 15 yards.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Flowers going to go in motion right. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Take right open.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. That is caught. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
All right, let's go. 30 left.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bulls are able to widen their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Regular.
From the gun, Mayfield. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards.
First down at the 26-yard line.
Point it right. Run.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. This is caught by Addison. Touchdown! Jordan Addison, 26 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Caleb Shudak on to try the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So then after the made field goal, Shudak back out to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Rip, 23. Hey, kill. Here we go.
On play action, Lawrence. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Lawrence will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And to throw again is Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal fourth down stop. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Alert!
Mayfield to throw it. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. It's Barkley on the counter. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I like it. opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Lawrence on the sneak. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Throwing now, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on the top.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.